claimed, which, holy hell, that cannot
Yo.
2 to 3 hours of this rambling, it'd be like Kanye on crack. Obviously the FBI got notified as Brian Johnson, the Liver King god, couldn't stop making threats. Roids, testosterone, endless uppers and everything else. I mean, just an upper and no sleep is enough to produce the Liver King we see today. Good. Really, if he's on everything claimed, he's actually quite coherent.
Test.
The worst part by a country mile on fire is the family vlog before his arrest.
I'm now recording while dealing with the cops outside.
He's still just trying to film videos, full influencer mode, god damn. Then we get to my morning fire, where he puts his Master Builder and Master Destroyer notes into it.
Green is better.
Watching some crazy Liver King action.
I think we'll find Texas. I was making my morning fire. And this is what goes in the fire in life. This is an adventure we have in life. We can do this thing. It's a master builder. We can build people.
Yep, sounds really well adjusted. Good fella. Not sure who Peter is, but that effort didn't work out too well, clearly.
I did find out one.
Hey, we know,
You're not going to stop recording.
No, I'm not. Let's just not have that on your pocket.
A Leatherman?
Yeah.
A Leatherman.
Knife in it.
Jeez, man, this is not good. Between his wife
No
suggesting the
Leathermans
green
allowed.
jumpsuit instead to try and maintain a shred of normalcy, him just walking around with a knife while the police are on their way. Yeah, that's good, dude. Keep doing that. Jesus.
We always talk as a family. Talking is a lie to begin with.
A very telling sentence. Who knows how deep the lies go with the guy, and you really start to lose track of them in an upper or some sort of alleged chemical psychosis. Most likely, I mean, hard to argue. You really got to feel for the dude's family caught in all this. He barely makes any sense in every single post
sweet
online
fluffy
since
boy.
he's exposed for steroids, and clearly thinks getting on Joe Rogan will fix his reputation. Get the fame and money rolled in again. That's why he keeps saying it's for honor and for his family. Someone needs to tell Mr. Liver that there's like a few dozen unfunny comedians that get on Joe Rogan all the time and still get no views. Good thing he then tells his whole family they can outrun the police.
Your dad's getting arrested again. We've already been through the primal. That's my boy. And the primal part of it was the fun part was the sprint as fast as I can to the plane. But all the police are talking over here. I'm gonna make it a run for the jet. We're gonna take off. You guys fucking around with Bob sucks.
Come on, give me some Soulcalibur.
It's okay. We'll say bye to it later. We don't have time to go.
The Shaw or Jeff Dye effect. It isn't 2015 anymore. If Liver King went on, he wouldn't resurrect his life like he's thinking. And as an entirely untrained fighter, he's only beating Joe with weapons or gouging, biting, something dirty. Joe has Navy SEALs at his house for a reason. No amount of training makes you invincible, but the dude is in his 60s now and could still fold Liver King. Liver is 5'7", 177 pounds according to him. Joe is like, what, 5 foot, 200 pounds? Size won't matter at all.
Oh, you short
Liver King
chads.
can barely breathe during exercise. Good luck not getting submitted.
Can someone tell me if Joe Rogan has accepted the invitation for the fight? Have I gotten his attention yet? If you'll just invite me on the podcast. A man, a family man.
Then the Liver family go into a room together. Jesus Christ. The cameraman not sure who that is, but they're clearly ex-law enforcement while also familiar with the family, and he still says, "What the fuck?" A damning and sad moment of clarity. Then we get a 10-liter jug of
for the
aloe vera.
lulz.
That'll fix this.
Gotta
I'm
try.
certain. He then says, "I know it's
Real
traumatizing
estate.
that Dad's getting arrested again." In
Sell
his
your
words.
house.
Don't
Buy
forget
a
to have
house.
fun though.
This is intense. Dad's getting arrested. You know how it went the first
I heard that'll get you more views if you talk about real estate.
Rep 2, united family, familiar, resistant, stronger. Don't forget to have fun, guys. Adventure fun. Master builders.
Oh, there we go. That's probably a little better.
Those dogs know about as much as
Man,
I do
come
as
on
to what's
now.
going on in this man's mind.
Surely there's
Jesus
some
of
Soulcalibur
Christ,
people.
This is brutal to watch.
Other than
He's
Frank.
still there enough to
I
set
saw
a
Frank in the
4-minute
list, but
timer,
Frank
do
doesn't like to
4
play
more
with me,
coffee
so
poops, and
But I can handle both of you.
I didn't want to bother him too much.
And my boys are right there. Striker and Rad are right there. My boys. So can I have 12 minutes to just...
Surprisingly, after all that, he actually delivered himself to the
Striker and Rash? What are these fucking Battletoads?
Liver King's sentences are so brutal at this point, you start staring into the abyss, trying to figure out where one starts and where the next one ends. The poor family having to process this, A serious mental break, clearly. Hopefully it's just situational and substance-based. Sobriety and support can hopefully fix that. But if he's truly lost in the sauce, ramblings don't stop, then Liver King's about to become the poster boy for not filling your body with every chemical known to man. Or I don't know, maybe the wolf-felt clothing and golden guns speak sanity to you. Who knows? But personally, as much as I've become an online meme and the internet has a laugh, this is now danger zone shit. Past celebrities who went nuke mode on their lives had similar warning signs. This is just way more
Man, cockroach milk, get out my face.
Cutting TMZ out. That would still doesn't make it feel any less like found footage. Dude needs the biggest intervention of all time. Oh, I'm sure Joe's training now for the fight and can't wait to hang out with the guy. A happy ending after all. Seriously, imagine 3 hours of that sort of ranting. Holy hell. Rest in peace, Liver King's career. The guy's gonna have one hell of a sober reckoning watching back this footage. Hopefully he gets there. And thank you for watching.
Wild, bro.
Sounds
I ain't drinking no cockroach milk. Milk, excuse me.
Los Angeles has been broken for a
Damn.
while, but now it's also broke. As Anthony Cabasa showed us, the ICE riots were not only destructive, but incredibly expensive to respond to, accomplishing absolutely nothing to stop these federal raids all across the county. As a Trump
Damn, my fan sounds like it's about to give out, buddy. Think it might be time to take it apart and clean it out, goddamn. Ugh. Killing Floor 3. Wonder if I'll play that game. Oh, we got a AI search feature on YouTube now. I clicked the option that said funny animal videos, and it recommends me a how to make your car last a long time. And it's a free car wash. Interesting. The car wash does show a cat though. Is it really so hard to find a fight on Soulcalibur on a Thursday? Best of 9? I'm not doing no best of 9, bro. What kind of crack are you on? See if we can't find a rank game. Oh boy. Guess we're gonna be in training forever. I mean, Yujiro Hama beats everybody in Baki. What?
He is still the strongest character in all of Baki, but how much stronger is he compared to all the others? These various fighters, warriors, martial artists, and monsters who have never stopped growing.
Yujiro Hama literally has the
Today,
plottiest
we
of
face
armors.
the ogre up against everyone. Some will be a long-awaited rematch, and others a wanted fight that could happen in the future of this ongoing manga. If you make it to the end, you'll gain an understanding of how strong each of them really are, and for your enjoyment,
Bro can fight entire armies. Come on now.
Yujiro Hanma versus Todoroki. Their third fight in the series took place. As in the past, when Dopper was drunk with the jumped by the ogre, that resulted in the big flash at the underground setup, a key moment in Baki's story for many reasons. First is how this fight for the manga transitions us right into the Baki flashback when he was 13 years old, while the anime did something slightly different. Second, it showed Yujiro as someone who could win damage and as not completely untouchable. Ro was kind of getting found on with his son watching, and thirdly, it was the first full 100% relief and explanation of the demon back in the story. It's true that we had previous panels and moments, but those are more so foreshadowing for this to be real and weren't as impactful. Now for their third clash in Current Baki, over 1000 chapters later, we have the strongest version right now of both fighters. Yes, that includes Todoroki. This version, right now, the most recent chapter, is the strongest he's ever been. Not in the past when he tried to destroy Hanma, as even in that side manga itself, we see Doppo training, wanting to get stronger, not when he faced Demon Back Yujiro with 2 eyes and this ability, as in the next arc, the Maximum Tournament, looking at the timeline, we get it outright confirmed and shown that he completed.
Is that guaranteed?
That is after losing his eye and being defeated by the ogre. Then at all points later in
I have him on
all we
back
see Todoroki
right
doing is training.
aerial.
After the Maximum Tournament, he
And
went up
Ukimi,
into the
I
mountain
believe,
and
random.
got even stronger as confirmed by this trade profile for that arc. And then more training and training. Even before the Musashi arc, Bro just keeps getting better and better. And Yujiro is a similar case. You don't see it as much. We've got various panels confirming that he's pretty much a monster that will just grow in power every day regardless, but also just a narrative.
What is the
always putting
4K
Yujiro
lethal
number 1
hit?
would mean he would need to be getting stronger naturally. Therefore, the most recent fight from both Doppo and Yujiro is very interesting to compare. Their exchange with the
You almost want to
First was the
interrupt
ogre
with it,
who
huh?
got done clapping Sukune
Wonder what the frames on that
and
is.
wanted to
Let's see.
what the other
That might be a
super
nasty
wrestlers
fucking
do,
move,
at
huh?
least when it comes to the reincarnated ones. The battle of kicks that surprisingly had Yujiro get outplayed first, getting kicked through the roof by the sumo boy. Of course, right before his revenge occurred and the sumo boy ran away, or as claimed by him, did a tactical retreat, with this moment being used in the story to build up his first fight in the series.
Man, that's a
against
14
the new
frame
version
move. I'm about to
of
start
Todoroki,
spamming that shit.
one that is much thicker than ever before, with the story making an emphasis on his thickness here. Likewise for a lot of characters recently in Baki, where the master
That's an
destroyed
empty
him
soul gauge
without
one?
much
Wow.
at all, twice,
I had
a
no
defeat
idea.
that I doubt will have him ever return to fight in the series again. Furthermore, Todoroki's
That one I knew.
arc also showed the ability to deal with
Ooh, what is that
Baki's
GI?
complex tackle, while also just demonstrating
Low
his
attacks.
movement in a casual manner.
That's a mid he just did. What?
Doppo is still a top tier and is set up to fight Jack in the future of the story. where we
I'm gonna have to
see
try to use that
true
more.
extent
That
of
looks
his
kind of
power.
good.
Jack is brilliant as the face of karate in the story right now. The martial art with techniques against everything and anything. So So for a current fight between these two, you could imagine something similar.
Yeah, it's level 3 impact. Yep.
However, technique-wise, Doppo hasn't really evolved or invented anything new to deal with the ogre, meaning he could be facing more of a difficult.
Makes him sit in front of you or something? Oh, he spins. Okay.
Narratively speaking, many are stronger than Doppo in the story, something that makes it hard
Okay.
to argue he would even push current
Oh, yep,
to
yep.
release the demon back in a rematch, but to make it clear,
Ooh.
he's compared to Kakekayo
Oh,
right
really?
after
3
trying to
curses and you get a
Baraki
leaflet?
here, providing an argument to rage Doppo around there. However, as you'll later learn, I have some interesting thoughts on Kakekayo versus current Yujiro. So with all this said, and to give you guys an idea
6K
for
and
the
4K
Yujiro
are
Hanma will
gonna be the play a lot more.
defeat Doppo
Then
Roshi, no
K6,
demon
that's
back.
interesting.
This campaign has gone through various rises and falls throughout the Baki series.
Why did that work?
For a large amount of the story, many view them as an equal to the ogre, or the one closest to him in power. But the first step was revealed
Oops,
when
not what I
Baki
wanted.
pulled up to his home, the prison, and defeated Oliver. And then during the setup of his father-son fight, we saw Yujiro clown on him, dominating in strikes and grip strength. Well, yes, this was not a real all-out fight. The purpose was to highlight that the ogre is much stronger, which we got to see even more when comparing Yujiro fighting Demon
How the fuck doesn't that work?
and Oliver fighting him. We also never got to see an Oliver versus Pickle fight or him facing Musashi, something that would have provided more of an understanding for Oliver's scale in the story. Now, in the current season arc, he got clapped by Pickle at the start, and then
Why does that give me a 4-4 if I press 6 first?
My boy, highlighting that 100% serious Mr. Unchained is still a top tier. Yes, there's various factors to consider for that fight, such as
What else could it
Sukune
possibly
being
do?
injured as this occurred right after his
No.
Jack fight and was missing his finger. However, the domination of Oliver when facing him while serious cannot be ignored. But even if you're dead, nothing here
That is so lame, bro.
the match for Korin Yujiro. The ball ability may give you over some trouble, as still to this day it has not been countered by anyone, knocking out Baki in the past and greatly weakening Sukune in their slash, who also failed to break through its defense, alongside there being many signs that Oliver is also someone getting stronger in the Baki story. And if you guys didn't know, when Oliver clashed with 16-year-old Yujiro in the past, this was an anime-only scene, he is not included in the manga form of the story. So as a whole, many view him slightly above Doppo when it comes to how strong they are, so I'll need to place him in the mid-range difficulty as well. When we do get some new fights against other major characters, we get a better understanding, but for now,
Guess we'll
Oliver
just
is
fucking do
still
that,
quite
huh?
limited. Just not as weak like many people think. Up next is
Oh wait, I'm
Yujiro
retarded. I'm
versus
supposed to fucking...
the fight we are all waiting for in Baki Rahen. But before that, check out the first ever mysterious merch with the back inspired design.
Oops.
Available for all new both Black and White. Additionally, this video was voted on by the Hashtag channel members, who are voting again right now. Don't miss out on the chance. You also get access to all this additional content.
Okay,
Check out
80's way better.
everything linked in the description. Back to the video. So the ogre now respects back with his Gaodao martial art, and disciples so far in his round 3 fight with Pickle.
Yeah, might as well just go with the guaranteed.
Not allowing him to land any attacks and slapping him with various combos alongside the fight he's now landing, results in many doubters of Korojak's might to give up and accept his
80's
current
pretty
power.
good. I'll accept 80.
When he does fight the ogre, probably for the conclusion of
Now
his
give me a
arc
game.
for this current manga, he will push Korin Yujiro to use his demon back, and I'm hoping Jack activates it for the first time during that fight as well. It's going to be absolutely insane. However, with all this said, I doubt we'll be able to defeat the ogre, but we'll do enough to gain his respect and reach a level as a fellow strongest creature like Baki has in the story, which is very important to
Gotta
Jack,
do the
as it
recording,
was
damn.
revealed in Baki Rahen Chapter 2 that Jack's goal when he was a little kid, the youngest we've ever seen in the story, that he wants to be the strongest creature alive, not a human, a creature, which is greatly important for his character and explains a lot of things we've seen from him throughout the story. However, coming back to the topic of today's video, this is Korin Jack versus Korin Yujiro. I do
No, I don't want to do that.
Boy is getting stronger throughout the arc. That's why he's called out pretty much everyone in
Fuck
the
that up.
fight for him to develop
That's probably
to get
good.
stronger to be ready to face the ogre, which we've also received a lot of setup for outside of all this. Therefore, when looking at the narrative and what he's doing to people right now, alongside what he's going to continue to do based on my predictions, he should be levels above those in his difficulty range. So welcome the first spot in Demon back tier, something I do believe is going to happen when they start the story. Definitely not what we got originally in the past at the end of Grandpa Bucky. Jack's evolution has been excellent.
That's not bad.
A fight that's very strange when considering it has not occurred yet. They still only had their one exchange during the start of Pickle's arc, where the Dino Boy was able to overpower the base
Yeah, that's probably it.
Yujiro with raw strength, forcing the ogre to use a technique so it wouldn't be 100% embarrassed. A moment that normally would result in Yujiro coming back at some point to claim an all-out victory, absolute domination, but no, it's
Oh yeah, 92. That's pretty good.
and even having a fight with Oliver, who viewed Pickle as the winner for that fight, while the ogre was on Bucky's side, and since Yujiro defeated Oliver or embarrassed him, Yujiro is of course correct. A scene that made it seem like the ogre had lost interest in fighting Pickle at all. However, when Pickle pulled up on the father-son fight, the ogre proceeded to claim, I thought about this over and over again, proceeding to put all his attention towards Pickle. Therefore,
That's pretty good.
why hasn't the ogre faced
I need to use
Pickle
that a lot
in
more.
fight? Why hasn't he pulled up on Pickle in the underground arena? Why hasn't he got Tokigawa to set up? If he truly wanted this and has been thinking about it over and over, you would imagine Yujiro would cause something like
You
this.
should see what we can do off of the low.
But even to this day, we've never had Yujiro vs Pickle. The most we've got is Bucky thinking about that matchup with this exchange being actually winning. So now it's time to go over whether Color Pickle has a chance at fighting foreign Yujiro. Based on his performance,
The fact that works on 2A is kind of nice.
Good for the Pickle argument. You can even make a comparison to Pickle during the Sashi arc in fighting Legendary Samurai to Yujiro's performance, where Pickle, while insanely strong when it comes to raw strength, skill, and durability, lacks heavily when it comes to speed, while the likes of Yujiro is able to block and touch
No
and
way.
back out. Therefore, due to speed issues and Yujiro having all the techniques that Bucky used to overpower and destroy Pickle in the past, it's likely the case that the ogre
You can't
would
Tukimi that?
to dominate
Oh
the
boy.
However, as I've mentioned in recent reviews about the Jack vs. Pickle fight, we could argue to this day the Dino Boy has
Well, we got some new moves to try, that's for sure. 4K, 4K.
Knocked out in a fight throughout the entire Bucky
K6.
season so far, but I do believe that will be occurring in his Jack fight, maybe due to bloodlust or some other aspect. Therefore,
Our
would
buddy
say
One
he
Killer.
goes in the mid-difficulty range. You could argue he would force Yujiro to pull out the demon back. However, Pickle's stocks at the very minute are a little low. Let me know your thoughts on whether he should go higher or you're happy with this down below. Up next I have Yujiro vs Goki. Someone who is greatly respected by pretty much everyone, whether it be Jack, Bucky, or even Motivate, and low-key is one of the biggest trolls in all Bucky, humiliating Oliver, and even shocking the likes of Sashi. However, when it comes to Yujiro and Goki exchanges, we haven't seen much at all throughout the series. They've been in the same place a few times, but nothing notable, particularly with the fight. There's also kind of ambiguous whether Goki is getting stronger. It's probably the case due to his natural power to rescue the story, and him maintaining a position over Dr. Goki.
That's not safe. Let's go.
Relative to one another, as we saw in the maximum tournament fight. However, his portrayal in every arc past that is on Dr. Goki's level, or maybe even slightly above, as someone respected more by certain characters. So with all
Damn,
that
it's so
said,
fast.
I think his IQ is very powerful and one of the strongest things in all Bucky when it comes to abilities or technique. However, compared to the ogre,
How did that miss? What the hell?
standard stance and is similar to Dr. Loki, so mid-difficulty grade. However, I'll still love to see this fight at some point. The Chinese Grandmaster Tutsi Kaio is a character that goes in the rematch category. Someone who pushed the ogre in the past to use the demon back. However,
Oh, Jesus.
was in that stage, Taki had no chance.
Dude, back-facing K is so fucking fast.
Destroyed him, forcing the Chinese master to play possum or be killed. However, after that, he maintained kind of relevance in the story by taking a training position for the likes of Katsuki and
Wrong way, damn it.
Rengoku, alongside also being respected by everyone and being portrayed as very powerful. However, fights for himself are very limited, alongside any signs of
Oh, Jesus.
as one of the oldest characters who has already entered his final form, you could say, at least compared to many others. And apart from that, there's a pretty good argument that the Red 2 who faced Anxiety against Sasuke had actually surpassed Sasuke.
Why doesn't that reach? What the fuck?
Of course, this isn't 100%
I've never seen that not reach.
confirmed in the series itself. It is based on some
What's so...
interpretations
I know Keela getting that short.
overpowered Zhao Li or broke through it, while also considering Red 2's narrative throughout the story as this prodigy
Here comes the heat.
Chinese fighter who could have more potential than all others that will come out of China, with us being able to compare Yugo's
Whew,
performance,
thank God we reached him. Wait, did he gain health?
which would make Kaku seem
I thought he was already at
somewhat
1.
outdated on a broader perspective. However, his techniques are still very
Sorry, I
powerful.
stole your streak, bro. I know that shit kind of sucks.
Now, whether he used Zhao Li in the past is an argument, or he just outright copied it in that scene, a rematch similar to Goboroki would have the ogre at a massive advantage. Therefore, I don't believe Taki would be able to push Horan Yujiro to use the demon bag, so for now I'll have to place him in the easy difficulty range alongside the aforementioned panel from Harley Jr. comparing him to Goboroki and Goku, which is consistent at every point later in the story. So this is his range. He could go higher if he does anything in the future of the story. However, I doubt we're going to get it, even though we did have it hinted at during the conclusion of Yujiro vs. Kaku. Maybe we get that end of story tournament.
Oh, I bet that would be the good move to use fucking 4K on. I did not just do that. I'm so mad. I'm so tired of seeing that move. What a dorky move. Jumping B would be better.
Hanayama got stronger or was more impressive in his Masaki fight, and then in the Suma arc, he kind of had a very good showing. After that, in Rahan, he had an unfortunate moment, but then kind of redeemed.
That's right, we learn.
Sophie, Jack and Pickles clash in the street, also setting up a future fight between him and Jack in the future as well. However, compared to the ogre, you can't really say he's developed or has anything new that will put up a challenge. He's still a beast and should be recognized as a top tier, who I do believe has gotten stronger in the
I'm glad that just decided to miss.
being a fellow built different character. However, with all that said, he's nothing compared to the ogre and belongs in the mid-difficulty range. When it comes to all the sumo people in the story, whether it be Sukune or Keiha, the most recent people who faced the ogre in the story, we know Yujiro can low diff them. Any of the others introduced in the Sumo arc probably go on to low diff or even lower potentially. On top of that, when looking at the narrative, it's very unlikely that anything will be returning to the story.
What the hell?
Not anytime soon, making them
Oh, that was a waste.
outdated eventually. However, maybe you could say Sukune belongs in the mid-difficulty range, but when looking at his fight with Yujiro, he can't forward and mid-diff, it was definitely low tier. Katsuki is a character who's faced a lot of shit talking from Yujiro himself, and is someone the ogre definitely does not respect. However, through his
Oh, I wanted to soul tag, but I couldn't figure out my buttons, damn it. Uh-oh. Did that ring me out? Woo, close. That's gonna do it.
I do have a lot of stocks invested in him. However, that is compared to Jack. No one really
What the fuck was that?
will be able to deal with the likes of
Jesus, what is that damage? Oh no.
at least
I can't believe I get hit by that.
Motobe is a very
Oof.
interesting character, as early in Grappler Baki, he was the first one to really try and take out the ogre, which resulted in one of the first moments where we got hints at the dim back being revealed, highlighting that even Motobe back then was low-key monstrous, pushing the ogre to that extent, and And then over 1,000 chapters later in the Musashi arc, we have his insane showing where he was the one to defeat the legendary samurai. Yes, there's various circumstances to consider for that fight, and how Motobe should not be recognized as stronger than the samurai. However, his showing was still insanely
Bro, that move.
and with all that said,
I should almost never be getting in by that
Musashi arc
dumb
itself, he
stuff.
was scared shitless of fighting the ogre and wouldn't even give it a go, just focused on saving him over, wanting to fight him in any way. Motobe recognizes the ogre as the strongest.
Man, I cannot believe that move's getting me so
shows a lot
bad.
of respect for Yujiro, which could mean his knowledge
It's
of
a high.
the ogre, as he is the one that
You could even sidestep it. I guess you can't like sidestep. That's the wrong way to say it. Space it out. long way, then come in from the side.
The biggest fan of the ogre, where it would give him an advantage with his insane prep time, which we got to see highlighted in.
I'm glad I hit at least one 4K lethal hit. Did do the combo. At least we got the lethal hit.
Much of a chance. However, you could argue with the perfect prep time and everything going in his favor, he could force the ogre to use the demon back. So without all those circumstances,
Crazy damage.
Therefore, to make it fair, he belongs in the mid difficulty range. Versus Musashi
I like
is
that.
something that we would all want to see again. However, will it happen? Probably not. It's a possibility. However, if I had to place my bet, I would say no. He forced the ogre to use the demon back during the original fight. The fight didn't have a conclusion due to Motobe. It could have gone either way for all we know. Musashi could be viewed as too strong.
That doesn't
or too
count?
dangerous for the Bucky story at that time. The new
That's not a heavy
Bucky
attack?
was too powerful.
Whack.
Therefore, Tokigawa had to get rid of him. He could be the one the ogre respects the most in the entire story for what we're seeing, which is pretty crazy. Therefore, he has to go in the impact category. I do believe the current ogre is stronger now in Bakirahan in his new form compared to the Musashi arc. However, without a doubt, Miyamoto is still top 3 strongest in the story, as even 2 manga series later, he gets brought up every other chapter as a recognized figure through a lot of the fighters.
No way that's to play, huh?
Want to overcome and achieve when it comes to level of power.
Yeah.
When it comes to the prisoners, we saw what Yujiro did to Yanagi. Yes, we have their improvements shown in Revenge Tokyo, a side manga. However, when looking at the main series,
Nasty.
none of them have returned. Therefore, we can't say they stand a chance at all. They either go in low diff and eventually even horror neg at this point. Hopefully they do return, it would be cool. I think a lot of fans would love that. However, right now, it doesn't look like it's going to happen and don't stand a chance against Yujiro at all. And I even believe Yujiro could 1v5 and claim the victory at this point. That's how outdated the prisoners find out. Versus Retsu is something I've discussed a little bit in the Tatsu situation. He has been dead in the story for quite some time now, therefore he can't go higher than the mid-difficulty range. If you use his isekai version where we see, I guess, full potential, crack beyond belief Retsu, he probably goes in
That's really good damage.
category, or maybe even a draw with Yujiro, as some stuff he's doing in this manga is next level, and potentially breaking the Bakuda scaling for what we know it as. However, that is not the main series Retsu, so it cannot be considered. Maybe if you guys want another video breaking down Isekai Retsu versus Yujiro, let me know down below and leave a like on today's video. Versus other characters like Fire, they can go in low diff, he hasn't done anything
It's not bad.
for a long time. He's been called out by Jack, which is going to be an interesting fight I would like to see, but again, most people don't think Fire is going to be a threat to Jack at all. Therefore, the highest he can go is low difficulty. A similar thing for the Doctor Boy. Che Guerrero, maybe mid-diff if he was to return and have some pressure challenge against other characters. However, I also doubt that's going to happen, so low difficulty range, someone who is very outdated as well. Osho has had a impressive
Alright.
performance against Jack, but also against Todoroki in the training trial. However, to get a full comparison, we will need to see Jack's fights against Tatsumi and Doppo. However, he's definitely gone through a big improvement recently.
No way that'll reach.
Compared to the ogre, he's still nothing. Low difficulty is where he probably belongs. Any of the other minor fighters in the series either go in Oroneg or low difficulty range, none of them stand a chance. I think all you guys know that. Leaving us with 2 more to go over. The other hunters, Ichiro, his father, and Baki, his son. So So I've done videos talking about Yuchiro's power and my belief on that. Based on what we do know, which is quite limited, I do not believe he's stronger than the Ogre. However, looking at the fandom's, I guess, headcanon, the narrative of Yuchiro, and what is likely the case if we had to give him a fair go, he probably belongs in Demon Back here at the very least. Some people like to say he's stronger than Yujiro. Nothing in the story proves that in any way. It's just headcanon, as I just mentioned. To be fair, I think he is insanely strong and a true monster. He has the demon back himself. The hype he got from Tokigawa is around top tier alongside his feats.
The other guy left his.
Meaning he's without a doubt
And then he left
a
mine.
top
Wow.
tier that I hope gets more revealed about him in the future of the story. But for now, to be as fair as possible, he goes in the demon back category.
I don't know.
With a rematch against
Yujiro's daddy's probably
fight
whooping his ass.
Many of us want for the conclusion of the story. A fight where Bucky actually does defeat his father in an all-out fight, not just under certain circumstances where everyone realizes that Bucky is not stronger than Yujiro. He is still the strongest character in the series. If they were to fight again right now, I would still place my bets on Yujiro. However, Bucky is still training, as we've seen, and has fully became a force of nature that is recognized as a fellow strongest.
I wouldn't mind playing that game. Only $15. Maybe. Yeah, what am I thinking? Come on, Soulcalibur, get some players. Come on, man. I just want to play some game. come on now.
I need my daily dose of looping, dude.
Bro needs a loop. RuneScape has changed quite a bit. Shit got me scared to even play RuneScape anymore. Da, da, da. Come on, someone join my game. I'm trying to play. I'm tired of waiting. Please. Does PewDiePie still make videos? That's crazy. The GOAT. The original GOAT. Been seeing a lot of Dave Smith lately. Cannot stand Dave Smith. Bro, give me a game. I want to play so bad. Put me in the game, coach. Put me in the game. Come on, game. Guess I should just play something else.
fact that Zeman can search Rising Scale, be used to summon Rise. Then you can banish her from your graveyard with special summon Rising Scale. Ain't being talked about enough. Then she summons one from deck or graveyard except Foxy Tune over Dan. So it could be a result, but you already summoned with her, so even if you could summon a copy of herself.
Why would you do that?
For this example specifically, Rising Scale summon Shirakuza, Fusion summon Rising Carp, tribute that to summon Dirno and Wagon, search extreme session. That's such a good card. Summon Dragon Drive, search Ghost over Dirno, brings back Rising Scale because she just so happens to flip something with 2500 or higher attack when its effect activates.
Ooh, that's kind of good.
You could instead bring back Wagon to summon Duration or Psychic and Punisher during your turn, or Shirakuza to summon Amazing Dragon during your opponent. Ain't nothing amazing about you. Or use Dragon Drive to summon Jamming.
Punt cards going crazy, man.
That's why you play another engine to soak up the hand traps, and I'm not going to tell you what the engine is. You already know.
Well, y'all just acting dumb.
There's something about that. Podcast doesn't lock you out of anything. Jane figures in their gate, and you can summon by using one material. Extreme Session gives you 2 additional draws a turn just by playing shit. And most importantly, it's cheaper than your mother selling her mouth.
Man, they need to go ahead and give me some goddamn Dark Lord support. Celebrate Beefer with Beeferino beer? Excuse me? What?
I have refined the triple guitar pick since the last video, so let me introduce the 100 pick guitar pick. And anyway, here's
Wild.
biblically accurate Wonderwall.
It's so scratchy.
Okay, the amount of scratchiness is crazy. So I tried switching to electric guitar to reduce that noise.
Is it Guy? We're the only people in ranked, bro. Just gotta let it rock. I'll never understand the dude again. I bet it would go off on that. Yo, I'm so tired of that move already. Can't let me get my ring out there. I should have realized he's back facing. He's going to press K. I just blocked. I could have launched and killed him. How frustrating. Damn, I want to 4K him during that so bad. Uh-oh. Damn, that sucks. Guess I could have tried to impact it. no way. Wall splat. I wonder what I could probably just go for the ring out, I guess. Oh, he's back facing. Oh, that was scary. I thought I was going to K. Bro, that move was so fucking lame. Uh-oh. Where's my kick? I definitely pressed kick. Got greedy. I want a little extra damage. Now I get none. Bro, no way. 2-2-B tech ducks. How can I not get up under that? That's so upsetting. He was already... Man, he was so deep down. There's no way. Oh, come on, man. There's literally just us in rank. Don't just leave every game. What, so we can find each other again in 5 minutes? Like, ugh. I just want to play the game. Oh boy. Guess we'll stay here for another 10 minutes waiting for a game.
Listen, I think we all need to be honest with ourselves when it comes to Yuji Itadori's power level, especially after the battle with Sukuna in Shinjuku Showdown. Because, to be honest with you, despite his high power level, he does not meet the criteria to become a special grade sorcerer. A lot of people will fight with you and argue the fact that Yuji should be special grade based off of his ability to use Sukuna's dismantle ability, use things like piercing blood, among other things, as well as reverse curse technique at a pretty decent rate despite just learning how to do it. The man is also one of the very few sorcerers in the modern era to have a domain expansion and also has anti-domain countermeasures in simple domain. So he's a pretty strong candidate to be a
And he's got black flashes, right?
However, none of this meets the conditions required to actually be a special grade. Confirmed by Jujutsu Society early on and Kenjaku later, you have to be able to single-handedly overthrow a nation. And for the 4 special grades that are registered, it makes sense. For Yuji, listen, I think
yeah, I guess that is a pretty ridiculous requirement. How do you fight a whole ass nation?
Hey Dad, can you give me a black eye? I need aura.
Not aura.
Paint? What did you just say to me?
The shorties don't pay me no mind, Pop. I need to look cool, but I'm broke.
So you want me to give you a black eye?
Yes.
Yes.
Son, there are less painful ways of courting a lady.
Things have changed since you were in the dating game, Dad.
Nonsense. I've been known to woo dames by the dozen in my heyday.
A kid in my class bought the Rode lip balm phone case for a girl, and now they're married with 3 children.
Damn.
All right, which eye?
Surprise me.
Wait, what's your plan for when people ask what happened?
I stopped a car from hitting a dog.
You're gonna tell people you got hit by a car?
The dog is a crucial aspect. How do I look, Dad?
Pretty friggin' cool.
Hey, Dad.
How the fuck does that trick you, bro? The gate ain't even big enough. Oh my god.
Did you know that Kubo revealed the inspiration behind Mayuri Kuretsuchi's looks? Ever since he was first introduced in the Soul Society arc,
Bro hit a transmog in Elden Ring, turned into a gate, opened up and everything for the people, and they just went around.
Answered over the years, even more of them stayed a mystery. However, However, 2 years after the manga finished, Kubo did an interview for the Jet art book in which he disclosed 2 interesting things regarding our favorite mad scientist. So let's start with the less important, but still pretty fun one. Kubo said that towards the end of the manga, he struggled with choosing Kurotsuchi's newest design since he made too many variations. So he decided to lay them all down in front of his 2-year-old niece and let her point to the one she likes the most. And second, Kubo said that he really liked the famous American rock artist Marilyn Manson back during the early days of Bleach, so he decided to use him as an inspiration for Kurotsushi's original design. Did you know that Kubo revealed the inspiration behind
Kurotsuchi? I thought his name was Maori. The fuck? Maybe it's his first last name situation.
And see what happens to Earth. Alright, let's delete Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune from the solar system. We just removed 99% of the planetary mass. That's 445 Earth masses gone instantly. These 4 planets have over 285 moons between them, and without their parent planets holding them, every single moon flies off on its own path. The fastest ones, like Io, shoot straight out of the solar system. Others enter wild new orbits around the sun, many crossing Earth's path. While these moons scatter, the asteroid belt loses its structure. Jupiter's gravity keeps it organized, like a shepherd keeping sheep in line. Without Jupiter, the entire belt destabilizes. Asteroids that stayed in place for billions of years drift into new orbits, many heading toward the inner planets. Earth survives the initial deletion, but with hundreds of moons on wild new orbits and the entire asteroid belt destabilized,
we're cooked.
The solar system just became a much more dangerous place. Delete.
How much damage can you get from a single fall in Elden Ring? Well, in Elden Ring, if you fall on an enemy, you'll actually deal a little bit of damage. And I want to know, just how much can you boost this damage? If we climb this tall sketchy wall,
my God.
we see it's actually the perfect height for testing this out. And we actually start with a baseline of 4 damage. The Briar armor set is known for its unique ability to inflict damage on an enemy when you dodge roll into them. Funnily enough, this effect actually works when you fall on an enemy as well. With the helmet, we get 12 damage, the gloves 28, hands 52, and the full set 86 damage.
Nice.
And you know what stacks with the Briar armor set? The Mantle of Thorns.
Nice.
And yes, also increases our fall damage. With the Briar armor set and Mantle of Thorns, we now deal 212 damage. These are the only talismans that can reasonably buff our damage from falling. With all 5 of these talismans active, we now get 500 damage. You can also swap the Black Dumpling Mask, Mushroom Crown, White Mask, and back to the Briar Helm. We can also have the Twin Bird Kite Shield in our offhand. Doing this and using the Bloodsucking Tear in our physic, we now get 850
Bro, chill.
And finally, for our buffs, using the Blood Boil Aromatic, Commander Standard, and Jellyfish Shield gets us to 1,560 damage simply from
That's
falling
crazy.
on top of our enemies. How much damage can you get?
Is that Def Leppard? No frickin' way.
Watch what happens when this legendary artist authenticates his own guitar.
So I'm assuming this is a guitar, not a gun?
It is a guitar, painted and played by Phil Collin of Def Leppard.
Holy
Yes.
So how much did you want for it?
I want $10,000 for it.
I might be dumb, but I had no idea Phil Collins was in Led Zeppelin.
Quite a bit more about the artwork.
That's kind of awesome.
Not an art guy at all. I called him. He's on his way down here to check it out.
Is that Def Leppard? No frickin' way. So, did you paint this?
Let's see, Def Leppard or Led Zeppelin? I'm stupid.
And what's interesting, because this was one of the ones I was practicing on. The first 10 have got AP 1 to 10.
I know, I remember this. I remember when you were doing these.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the ones that did about the rules.
Definitely works. Let me give you $8,000 for it.
9,000.
Let me give you $8,500.
I'll do it.
Is that Def Leppard?
Jeez,
No
bro.
frickin' way.
Watch what happens when
Rick
this
be
legendary
robbing people.
artist authenticates his own guitar.
So I'm assuming this is a guitar.
Shit. Guess I should go play Tekken. Man, it's already fucking 9:20. Might just call it for tonight since no one's biting. And come back with some Monster Hunter next time. Maybe Doom. Got that Doom Dark Ages. Been wanting to play that. Wouldn't mind doing a second run of Clair Obscure. Second playthrough of that would be pretty fun. But, you know, maybe we should beat another game first instead of just beat that. Jesus. Man, it should not be this hard to find a fucking game, bro. Is there literally 3 people playing? Is that all we get? No one? Oh no. Rest in peace. I'm the only person on Soulcalibur. Man, it's our kind of some nice looking boots.
It's time to figure out who makes the best budget wide toe box work boot.
You so handsome,
Rock
Bob.
Rooster, being the Chinese brand that makes some of the highest quality boots under $100. The other being a new brand that we've never seen before, Nordivate, I think is how it's said. That was heavily requested by you guys, and it's only $60. So we're gonna cut both these in half and run through our test to really figure out, for part of the wide toe box series, can you actually get a good wide toe box work boot for under $100?
That's an ugly ass boot though, goddamn.
Just Walmart boots. Has Rock Rooster continued to
Hey, I bought a pair of Walmart boots one time. They served me pretty good.
And just gotten cheaper and cheaper.
And they look better than both these boots.
Boots, or is it just marketing? And who makes the best budget?
I still got them bitches.
Boot under $100. So who are the contenders? Well, we got the Nordivate. The style is the men's steel toe work boots, perfectly optimized for SEO. They weigh 1 pound 9 ounces, so pretty light. They retail for $63. Made in China, surprise, surprise. And the way to position this is the steel toe leather work boot. Have it all. Protective toe cap and flexible insole and multi-directional traction. MDT, genuine crazy horse leather.
Not the
Keeps you
MDT.
comfortable while creating an excellent support system for quick and sudden movements. So that's what you do at work. The next contender is the Rock Rooster. The style is the Roberta Men's Wedge Work Boot Safety Water Resistant Leather Boot ASTM 2892.
Ooh, water resistant does not mean waterproof though.
They retail for $99. They're made in China as well, and they don't really position it, but they say they have a soft toe and a steel toe version. They say it's a full grain tumbled leather, we'll see, and they say it's a triple E width. And if you want either of these, check them out, the links in my description. And since this is the wide toe box series, we're gonna rank each of these boots from 1 to 10 on durability, comfort, width, casual to heavy, look, and overall value. And we're going to rank each of these as we go along so you can follow along with the series so we can really figure out not just who makes the best, but which one's the best for you given what you need a boot for. So let's start with the durability first, and a lot of that comes down to the leather because that's one of the first places that boots fail. The Nordivates have a 1.9 millimeter thick leather, so it's a little bit on the thinner side for work boots, and it's actually pretty decent leather. It's really heavily conditioned. There's a lot of wax and oils worked into it, which is perfect for a work boot.
Wow, it's probably just real leather for such a cheap price.
It clearly is a real nubuck. You look at the cross section, there's plenty of that grain left in there that gives all those loose suede fibers the structure to not completely fall apart.
Nice.
You look at the Rock Roosters, they're 2.1 millimeters thick.
Finally, oh my god.
Leather. Look at the
I'm surprised my controller hasn't died.
Clearly has some sort of painted or pigmented layer on top, and a lot of times they do that is to hide the imperfections underneath or the nubuck that's caused by sanding it down. One of the most common mistakes every single brand makes. But to see how they perform with these puncture tests, and the Nordivate's punctured through at 128, the Rock Rooster at 108. And so honestly, the better leather is the $60 Nordivates. And for all these tests and all like the rankings as we go along, there's gonna be a running tally so that each week you go on, you can see how it compares to the previous weeks. But leather's not the only thing that makes a boot durable. The way that it's built almost matters more because that's where a lot of boots fail really quick, and especially in more affordable work boots like the Nordivates, this is a cemented construction. So they take the outsole and midsole and it's just glued to the upper, which is the most affordable but also the most most
All
favorite
right.
way of making a boot, because it's literally just glue holding it together. The Rock Roosters, on the other hand, are a 360 Goodyear welt, at least what it looks from the outside and what they say on their website. And it is a cheaper Goodyear welt because it's got a plastic welt rather than leather that's really flexible and durable. But it's way more durable than just having something glued together, if it is actually a Goodyear welt. So what would I score these initially with the construction and the leather combined? Initially, I'd say the Nordivates are a solid 6, and the Rock Rooster would probably
Bro
5.
ducked under
What
that
about
fucking
comfort?
high
'Cause to
so
me,
perfectly.
That's an important thing for this, because the
My
wide
3
toe box
AK.
series, a lot of people are getting these because they want that comfort of a wide toe box, and to me that's centered more around the lining, the insole, the width, and the midsole. And looking at the Nordivate, it's just a typical fabric lining, nothing special. There's no internal heel counter, and so that's that high wear spot that you probably wear through first on the inside. The Rock Roosters completely unlined to the quarters, but has that moisture wicking chevron fabric you see in a lot of boots in the toe, which I actually like that combination. You know, it gives you some moisture wicking plus the breathability and flexibility of not having a lining in the upper. What about the insoles?
Oh, I wasn't ready for it.
Rock Rooster has their classic mattress. This thing is too much. I don't like this insole because it's like, at the heel, it's like 3/4 of an inch thick at the heel. And it's so thick and so squishy, it almost doesn't give your foot enough structure, and so you kind of feel like you're
It's
walking
giving me chances to do 4K. I need to get in it.
But I think this one's probably a little bit better, and we did the ball drop test. The Nordivates bounced up 12 inches, the Rock Rooster bounced up 7.
Damn,
So you
that
can
felt like
see
it should have gave it to me.
The Rock Rooster absorbed more of the shock, and the Nordivate's more responsive. But both are cheap and replaceable, so you can put whatever you wanted in there. But one thing that really bugs me about these boots is they're advertised as wide boots, and so we pull out the insoles to compare all these various boots and shoes that we're doing in this series. And do these look wide at all to you? Well, not to me. They look exactly like every other work boot. So all you that are saying the Nordivates are super wide, no, they're not. Comparing all these wide toe boxes, you almost have to start building some categories. So for right now, my categories that I roughly put things into, at the most normal, you just go to like a wide toe box. Then to a semi-anatomical where you start.
I think I could have 6'6" speed to bounce and bring him out.
Where you've really got more
after that lethal hit. I wonder.
Look more like a duck foot, and then your true barefoot that is just a walking billboard of width. Those are the 4 categories. I kind of slide them in. It's a spectrum, and people are going to disagree, but that's what we're going with for now. And both of these would just barely fit into the wide toe box category. So not great comfort points right off the bat, but what about the midsoles? Well, the Nordivates are a classic foam midsole. Like I said, it's all glued together. It's a really soft foam at 20 Shore A. So it is going to be really squishy, but you're going to lose a lot
so
of that
cute,
durability from a harder foam. The Rock Roosters, we don't really know what's on the inside. We'll see when we get it cut in half. So the initial comfort ranking, I'd go Nordivate 7 for now. I feel like it's a little generous, and then Rock Rooster, I'm gonna go 6. Well, let's look at the outsole and the puncture tests. And the outsoles on these, the Nordivate's rubber outsole and self-branded, so you have no idea what's going on the inside. It could just be an open, like we see in some Amazon and Walmart boots with just voids throughout it. But it seems like it's pretty decent. It's not the hardest outsole, but it's not super soft. It comes at a 60 Shore A. Softer outsoles are more like your Rock Roosters, or this is a Vibram outsole. And this comes in like 35 Shore A. And this is what you usually see in a wave sole, and you can see how much more material you have to wear down, and how you can get away with a softer material by adding more material. But to test these, we did the bar drop test. The Nordivates bounced up 5 inches, the Rock Roosters bounced up 7. Puncture test was pretty interesting. The Nordivates punctured through at 67 pounds, which is not very much, and the Rock Roosters took 103. So
who does
from
it?
Casual to heavy duty work, I would say the Nordivates are probably like a 4. The Rock Roosters, I'm going to start off at a 5 and see where we end up. But we haven't seen what's on the inside, so let's cut these apart and give it the full range.
What is that tracking, bro?
See what corners are cut to get these to under $100 for work. This is all of our boot accessories that we've slowly developed over the last 4 years as we've done more and more boot reviews and realized how many things are missing in the market.
I can't believe they hit me.
All these below, they make great gifts, self-gifts, and that's a huge way that you can help support the channel, so check it out below.
Oh my god, bro. I don't know why I just sat around and let that happen. I've got like good moves to take care of that too. Alright, I can now get this lethal hit on this 4K. I want it so bad.
Alright, we got them cut in half, and if you're not subscribed, push that subscribe button, because I'm going to start trying to do more of these versus videos, but they literally double the price of the videos, so any help you can give, subscribe, like, share these videos, is how we can afford to keep doing this over and over. So now, let's see what's inside. So the motivate's a little sloppy.
Damn, you're so late for that, and it still got. I'm surprised.
Nothing's really glued together very well. The plastic shank on the inside might as well not be a shank because it doesn't actually support anything. But the outsole is solid all the way through. It's not hollow like I expected. For 60 bucks, the outsole is not bad at all. Compared to the Rock Roosters, this is more of their cheap.
Should've went with that move.
There's not the cork. It's just a layer of loose foam. The lasting board is not your higher quality pink Texon style. It's just a cheaper stuff that's a little more prone to delamination. And similar thing, everything's just kind of loose and floppy on the inside. The steel shank is already kind of disfigured, and it might as well not be in there, you know. But at least it's a true Goodyear welt. And honestly, to me now, this is cut in half. This is just a clear knockoff of that Georgia wedge sole work boot. But Georgia does it so much better for just like $10 more. So just that alone, I don't like when Chinese brands knock off even American-owned companies, especially when it's pretty garbage on the inside. So final rankings, Nordivate, durability, I'm gonna go 4, comfort, I'm gonna go 5, width 2, casual to heavy 2, look 2, value, I'm gonna say 7, because it is a good value for 60 bucks. Rock Roosters, durability, after seeing the inside, I'm gonna go 3, comfort 4, width 2, casual to heavy 3, look 0. You don't get any points for copying other people's designs. That's bullshit. Value, it's not as good as I expected, so I'm gonna give it a 4. So kind of disappointed from the Rock Roosters, but now that we've cut a couple of these in half, we're gonna re-rank the carrots since we really have nothing to compare it to. So here's the carrot re-ranking, and we're gonna slightly adjust these as we go along as we have more context. So ultimately, can you get a good boot for under 100 bucks? Not really. It's worth spending the extra.
Seems like I got hit by that. I wanted to sidestep so bad.
Last 2 to 3 times as long. Are the Nordivates just Walmart boots? Kinda, but they are leather, so that's better than most of the Walmart boots. Has Rock Rooster continued to make better boots? No, it's pretty terrible. Are they actually wide or just marketing? Clearly just marketing. So final verdict: should you buy either of these? You know, the Nordivate's not bad for the price, but no matter what, you're taking a gamble on a $60 boot because you just don't have the bandwidth and the margins to actually make a high quality boot and still make money, and so there's corners cut all over the place. And so unless you absolutely have to buy a $60 boot and you can't find the used ones, there is a case to be made, but be careful. I would not trust these. Rock Roosters, they're really garbage compared to the originals, and it's a knockoff. So I'd avoid both, to be honest, because they're not even that wide, and everything's kind of off.
What?
But if you're in a pinch, you got a couple options.
He's gonna 6B right in my face.
You want us to cut apart and get ready for the next comparisons, and thank you guys for all your support. See ya.
Imagine doing reversal edge twice in a row because you're just spamming that shit.
Because I've got 2 for you to look at right here.
How you gonna sidestep that? Bro just can't help himself with these reversal edges, man.
Pair of boots, think again, because these boots are better than 99% of the boots in comfort, come with a 5-year warranty, outperform most brands in craftsmanship, materials, and comfort, waterproof with anti-spraying technology, all for 40 bucks. Well, that's what the hundreds and hundreds of ads I've seen about these boots say. So we're gonna cut them in half, run through our test to really figure out, does this boot hold up to any of their claims? Is this actually a good, affordable boot? And can you trust TikTok Shop when it comes to footwear? So what are these boots? Well, we found about 10 different listings, 10 different brands. Everyone's running out, like all these different brands are running, but they all look exactly the same. But the pair that we have are Soulcalibur, and the style is the men's comfort handmade leather boot, waterproof, spacious toe box outdoor leather shoe. Men's shoes, Soulcalibur men's casual leather handmade non-slip arch support.
You know you can trust it when it has 15 names in the description.
Chugga boot, handmade lightweight loafer, mid-top dress boot, walking, driving shoe. That's the name of them. They weigh 14 ounces. They retail from anywhere between 40 bucks and about 85. They say on their site that they retail for $106, and they are made in, your guess is as good as mine, mind because in the advertisements and then on their webpage they say expensive footwear made in the UK, so they're kind of like implying that they're made in the UK.
You know how expensive labor is in the UK.
But on the website they do say that they're made in the USA with globally sourced components. But I highly doubt it. There's no way. These are for sure just made in China, and that all is all just lies. So then how do they position this product? Well, they say discover a saw-behind men's comfortable handmade leather boot meticulously designed with the orthopedic expertise. Whether you're engaged in long work days or constantly on your feet across different surfaces, the advanced ergonomic structure offers outstanding support and cushioning. This ensures that your feet
Damn it, I can't let
experience
I fuck that
minimal
up.
stress, adapting to any terrain with ease.
How annoying.
There's so much more on the page, but that's, you get the point. And we're going to go over all the claims they claim in all their ads and what they're pushing and everything like that. So if you do happen to want a pair of these at the end of it, if they do happen to be a good, affordable work boot, I'll put a link below if you want it. So now start looking at all the details and especially the claims that they make on their website and in their advertising, starting with the upper leather first.
Hand sewn from a single uncut piece of premium cowhide.
Clearly not a single piece of premium cowhide because there's like 40 panels on this thing, and this is clearly not a whole cut boot, which are real. You know, there's a style of boot that is a single piece of leather that wraps all the way around your foot, but this is definitely not it. They say premium leather. When we looked at the cross section, it does kind of look like there's some fibers in there, and Sam was actually pretty convinced it was real leather until we burned it, and it just completely melted. So no leather in this whatsoever. Already way off without being a single piece of leather. It's not even remotely close to being leather. And they say the leather will last for 5 years without any signs of damage.
Made from waterproof, durable leather, they're built to last. Wear them for 5 years.
What the fuck was that?
Worry-free. Good luck. Because let's see how nice this looks now. Watch me do this.
Oh, how lame.
You know, it's already wearing. Maybe just a little slip up. Maybe they didn't mean to say, maybe meant faux leather. Maybe it's still good material to use for a work thing. So I want to do the puncture test, and his results fell pretty miserably. They also claim it's a waterproof leather. So instead of actually testing the whole waterproofness of the boot, I just wanted to test the waterproof leather, and it's not waterproof. It's fake leather, and there's like foam and like loose just junk underneath it, so it all absorbs the water. And they say it's treated with DWR and infused with some sort of water.
I'd be happy if I never had to play as Geralt ever again. Granted, that style of Geralt isn't very unique. I don't like fighting Geralt a lot of times. He only mix up his fucking 1B. That's all I got. It's like, what the fuck?
They say it's a waterproof boot, not just the leather, but the whole boot is waterproof. And it looks like it could have a waterproof lining on the inside, so we thought we'd do the waterproof test. Cause I'm like, well, maybe these perforations clearly on the side are not perforations.
I guess you can go with 1K. I really don't even know what I mean, 1A if they like to step a lot. I don't know.
So once again, completely off and wrong, and it's a straight up lie. But what about the insole? Well, here's the claim.
With built-in orthopedic insoles, they provide full relief from foot and leg pain.
So first of all, it's not even the one that they have pictured. It's a completely different insole, and it's just a cheap foam with what they say is leather on top, but you guessed it, we burned it again, and it's not leather. Every claim wrong about this as well. It's not even the same insole they advertised.
What is that grab, bro?
It looks like the lasting material underneath is just okay. It's not even glued in. Actually, I just pulled it out. It's not even glued in. So it is full of some kind of powder, and you can see the lining that we were talking about. Even before we cut it in half, you can see it's just a loose dot. It's not sewn anywhere. So the claim they have associated with this is the anti-sprain system.
These boots also feature an anti-sprain system.
We can see the complete inside of the shoe, and there's no anti-sprain anything. There's no straps anywhere. It's like you shouldn't be able to do this to the outsole. Let me try to get a good shot of it. You should be able to do that.
Bro, I'm tired of these grabs outside of grab range.
I can taco the whole shoe in half with one hand. So that's a lie as well. Surprise, surprise. But what about the outsole? They say non-slip rubber outsole for superior safety and stability. And in the videos, you can see they're stepping on nails and doing all this stuff. So how good is this outsole aside from me being able to just taco it in half? Well, it's very soft. It comes in a 50 Shore A. So
why is that missing?
Resistant. And you can tell it's super thin, clearly. And one of the other claims that's not even remotely true is they said it has a steel toe, but there's no steel toe whatsoever. So how did this tough rubber outsole perform on the puncture test? Not great. Pretty terribly. It might be one of the worst results we've ever got because it's now that we have the insole, I can feel it's got to be only like maybe 3 millimeters thick of rubber. But to test their other claims,
keeping you steady even after 12 hours on your feet.
99% of boots can't compare to the comfort of these.
We did the bar drop test and the ball drop test. Terrible scores across the board. So they're not even remotely comfortable. Even just wearing them, you can tell they're not comfortable because there's no support. You shouldn't be able to do this to a safety work boot. You know, and the laces aren't even laces. It's just like some cheap little rope that's like decorative rope you buy from like Hobby Lobby. And really the last thing to cover is the construction. So what does it claim with that? Wear 5 years worry-free warranty, where they'll replace your shoes if the leather cracks for free.
If the leather cracks, we'll replace them for free.
So now how do they put this boot together? It's not any of the traditional ways like Goodyear weld, stitch down, Blake stitch. It's not cemented. It's not direct injected. It's unlike any other shoe we've ever seen, to be honest, because there's literally just a quick stitch, a little whip stitch wrapping around this whole outsole, attaching the upper to the
Oh my God, bro.
And this is just slightly glued in, because like you can do this without a sewing machine. And so that's probably why they did it. They didn't do a sidewall stitch like a traditional cup sole sneaker. They just did it like really, really cheap. So maybe that's what they meant by handmade. Maybe that's the one thing. Maybe they, like, just to make them super cheap, they're just hand sewn and just straight up slave.
How did I not get an impact on that?
But yeah, maybe that's probably it. That probably is the hand sewn thing that they made.
And if all you got with the girl is grabs and 1Bs, you should just play somebody else.
See what else is on the inside and see if there's any other claims.
Look at that. Couldn't help himself.
It's kind of
Why is that missing, bro? Stop. You are so bad with a girl, bro. Just stop. No, I shouldn't be so mean. Oh, how annoying to fight, though.
Alright, we got it cut in half, and I left the other half at the other shop. So
Got the 1B grab machine.
subscribe button, because these are the type of videos I like that perform well, because there's probably a lot of people that bought these that didn't know what they actually got. So now, let's see what's inside. Is there anything that we didn't identify on the inside? You need to see now what I meant by it's not even waterproof. There's no waterproof membrane. It's just that lining foam, and then it's attached to that.
Oh, yeah, wall rising A is unsafe. I need to punish it.
Yes, but I kind of have a feeling I could just rip it out right now. Even on like a brand new pair. Let's stand up, just give it a shot. Wow, that was so hard. Literally nothing else. It's like 3 component, and ultimately the outsole is about as cheap as it gets. All the parts are just really lightweight together. It's not remotely waterproof in the materials, in the lining, in the construction. There's no steel toe anywhere. It's definitely not made in the United States or even. It's definitely not made in China. It's not a work boot by any means. Does it outperform in craftsmanship in any boot? No. Does it outperform any other shoe we've ever cut apart in materials? Nope. It's about as cheap as it gets. What about comfort? Is it at least comfortable? It's not, unfortunately, because it's so cheap and thin. It does the exact opposite of the vast majority of their claims. Because ultimately, there's more false claims than accurate claims about the shoe. And this is false advertising.
What is this combo, bro?
A lot of people, they might have trusted the company and took them at face value and really saw like, oh, this is a really affordable.
Superfly Drew, thanks for the raid, my brother.
Sometimes you just don't know any better. You're scrolling on TikTok and you see an ad, like that's exactly what I needed to work. Order it, and it shows up, and it's this. And there's not a
Yo, Wall Rising A is single-handedly kicking my ass.
You can say that this is the hand-sewn stitch. I don't even know if it's hand-sewn. I think it's like I'm just stretching to try to at least find one thing that they got correct, because every single claim is wrong. I don't know if you've ever seen that before. I think this is probably the most offensive version of false advertising, manipulating
Thank you, man.
and using these new platforms to just
That reached?
tons of money at advertising to sell a really terrible product at a pretty high price and just deal with the consequences of like, oh yeah, some people are going to complain, let's refund their money.
How did I fuck up
We have such
4-6B?
high margins in these that as long as 1 out of 4 sticks, we still make our money back. And so it's a really terrible way of running business. It's a really disingenuous and dishonest way, and taking advantage of the type of person that's looking for an affordable work boot to actually make their living, and they get this. It's about as disgusting as a marketing campaign and advertising.
Oh my God, bro will not stop.
Industry. And fortunately, they've got
With the Wall Rising A.
So if you did buy one of these in the last 30 days, return that. This is
Just
what
gotta wait
PSA
for
said.
it, block
PSA,
it,
if
and
you
punish
ever
it.
bought one of these
That's,
from all
that's what I
these
gotta do
companies,
at this
hit
point.
'em up and get your money back. This is full-on false advertising across the board. Because unless people start reacting to this, and unless people hold these brands accountable,
Uh-oh.
nothing's gonna happen. Because you can't really file a class action lawsuit against a nameless, faceless brand.
No
especially
way
if
there's
it's
enough time
a
still.
domestic brand from here in the United States. They just change names. They just form a new company. They find a new way to advertise the same junk over and over. So Salkin and all other companies and brands that are the exact same people selling this over and over.
Oh no.
It's a whole
I
bunch
still
of
didn't
bull.
punish it, and he
You
just
should
does
get
it
that. He's
again.
ashamed of it, not just from a
Oh
business
my
perspective,
god, what a
but as an
frustrating fight.
individual. If you're hawking this and taking advantage of people, it's a disgusting thing to do. So let me know what other products like this you want us to bust and really hold accountable, because there's a lot of them out there, and the only way it's going to work.
Of course,
and
it's a
the only way
GG now that he's won.
is by your guys' support and everyone hitting these brands up and demanding their money back. So much so that they can't afford to do this to people. So thank you guys. See ya.
I'm waiting. But you kind of just do the same ones over and over.
So we've
I need to get on and be on to fucking punish while rising A. I can't believe
Our new Rosamble main
I didn't punish it
event,
once, I don't think.
cut in halves. Mondays are the new Rosamble 2 channel days, which is a longer
While rising A
format,
has got to
videos,
be
interviews, stuff like
minimum
that.
minus 12. Obviously, it wouldn't be punishable. So what can I hit that was 6K? Gotta be 6K. I'm gonna check. That's how bad it's bothering me.
Wise choice. This won't take long.
Let's see. It's minus 16. I should be getting something nasty off that. I only know my 14. I guess 16 would just be BB probably. Oh god. That's probably auto crouch. Why would I AA? Oh god. I hate the tracking on 6XB plus K. That shit goes crazy. I'm sorry. What the fuck? It had already missed, but nah. It's gonna pick it back up for you. I don't understand how B2 could hit me while I'm sidestepping. Oh my goodness. Just keep pressing B, it'll track me anyway. Oh, it's not gonna reach, huh? Please kill. Thank God. Oh my god, fuck it. I can't let that reach me, man. Jesus Christ. I gotta see that again. Yep, totally didn't reach me, but whatever. Gotta take it.
Wise choice.
Oh my goodness. Should have let me get ring out. Although, I thought that grab did ring you out. Why are you just pressing buttons, bro? Bro is literally just pressing buttons. I'm just flabbergasted. Oof. Can't believe it's A plus B to my face. Oh, give me a break, bro. Can't believe it didn't spin. A no spin and soul charge with Astral? That's crazy. Look at him. He just does not care, bro. Won't stop. They're my buttons, and I'm going to press them. No, don't go running away now. Man. I need some games, bro. I got to get this Soulcalibur game up. I think I'm getting kind of good with them, but I can't ever hit this motherfucking 4K lethal hit I want to hit so bad. I hit it once so far. I got to find... Strong move is such an arbitrary fucking mechanic. Like, what is a strong move, bro? And 4K works on mids. It says lows, but it works on mids too. Maybe only special mids. Maybe they're special lows on this. Oh, you know what? They're probably special lows. Man. Run up in 1A, or yeah, 1A plus B. Is that 1A plus B? Yeah. That's some wild shit. 1A plus B is so bad. Stop trying to 1K me. Oh god. That's definitely gonna kill me. No, we living? Ooh, we living. And he's not. I'm just glad he didn't do a high. That would have been absolutely devastating. Look at that. No, Kimi, where you at? How'd I miss? How'd that track? Is that a thing to do? Just press 6, let it track, and then do B? I feel like my boy has no game plan, he's just pressing random buttons. How the fuck did that hit me? Like, what? I've just been hit. I'm like, minus whatever. Let me CE. That makes no sense to me. Hey, did you learn? He did not learn. A 1A plus B? That was just gross. I don't know what you were thinking there. Oh, it's so upsetting to see 1BB after that. I just wanted a 6K, damn it. Back turn 2K too strong. Yeah, Eliminated so salty, bro. Oh, too scared to play though.
It is time.
I wish I could just transfer combo knowledge from my brain into Nick. Getting the post GI combo starter, not post GI, post guard break combo starter off was dope. But then he just, man, 1A plus B. Hey, there you go. I don't know why I let that happen. Bro, swings like twice. It's plenty of time to just hit him. How did it miss? What is gross lag, man? Oh. You're just hit. You can't see. You gotta do the uncharged version of 6AA sometimes. At least every once in a while. Yeah, so... That is pretty good.
It is time.
Did the 8+B and the Kalista Rush? Did he finish it with the Kalista Rush 6BB? I don't quite remember. I'm gonna assume he did. Oh no, you know what he did? He did 44KBB. That's what he did. And I think that is that guaranteed there. I don't know. I don't know if. Actually, I don't know. I've never tried it there. Hey, look at that. That was a combo too. Uh-oh. No. Very unsafe. Shouldn't use it on panic mode. Don't mind if I do. Nope. Yes? No! I didn't even do a real sidestep, I swear. What the fuck? Don't want a... Bro. Why did I do Kiwi Trap? I'm so mad. 1A plus B. That is so gross. It was upsetting to see that. What a waste of a great combo starter. Ugh. Like, made me sick. It's not too hard of a combo, are there? You hit the 6A plus B hold for the big Pac-Man chomp, and then you hit a 6-6A plus B, then you hit a 6-6B, 2-3-6B. Does great damage. And on that setup, you could convert it into a wall combo. In that case, you just 6-6B, or yeah, 6-6B, 6-6B, 6-6A plus B, then another 6-6B, then a 2-3-6B. Guess I'm just doing it too fast. I need to chill out. I don't want to impact. I wanted to full crouch. Yeah. Damn, I tried to 4-4K there so bad, and it just gave me weird ass shit. I know I can punish that with that. Just being too slow. Stop pressing buttons. Nope. Can I reach you? Nope. Should have 6BB'd. I can't believe that reached me. Completely whiffed a 6-6B, attacked again anyway. Shit like that blows my mind. I should be more punishing. Shouldn't even give them the chance. Teach them the error of their ways. That's a tough habit to get out of, charging that 3B. If you haven't already, hit that follow button, please. Help your boy out so I can complain and complain and complain some more. Oh. We love complaining around here, boys.
It is time.
Oh, man. Oh, God, not the shorties. I fucking hate short characters. Oh, hey, your combos won't work and I do more damage. Get fucked. No. Elbow is not plus and block. We don't just do attacks after elbow. Unsafe. I'm so tired of that hitting when it shouldn't hit. Why the fuck is that hitting me on the, like, left and right? I guess he always goes for K. Seem to accept it. When will you learn? I can't believe that reached me. I'm so far away. My boy. Look, I'll take the meter. It's fine, I guess. Half my health bar on a C. Fucking short character bullshit. I just cannot stand it. Oh, I've been hit? I should see. Keeps working. Is that a guard crush? Oh my god. Oh, it's a fucking guard crush. Beautiful. You're right. Disgusting. You short bitch. Oh, that's beautiful. What a nice steak. I wonder what cut that was. I guess I should follow Superfly Drew, since he was nice enough to hit me with this raid. Stop. 1A is never the answer. 1A plus B, I mean. 1A is actually 1A not better. Oh, you still in here, Drew? That is pretty fair. No 1A. Thank you for the follow, Drew. Appreciate you, dog. Oh, I wasn't ready for the 666B. I wanted the wall rising to be fucked. I wish I was front facing so I could have got the 666B. One A plus B is never the answer. One A plus B is a combo ender only. One S A plus B is literally like a move that is, it's not quite like negative on hit, but man, it's close. Like it's negative frames, but it's not like unsafe on hit. Unlike fucking 236 A plus B, literally unsafe on hit. Disgusting. No problem, Drew. You are exceptionally fly, so definitely need a follow. My ass is about to go to bed. I definitely appreciate your raid, and now I'm gonna, you know, raid somebody else with this, I suppose. Oh, let's see. Thank you, Nick. Always good to see you, bro. Good games. Sorry if I was complaining too much. I do be bitching a lot. Then let's see who we got. Boom, boom. I guess we'll hit Chronic X and X. Sounds like a good one.
Hit the flow.
Welcome to the stage of history.
Best of luck to this guy. Hit the fat raid.
Unknown soul.
Nonchalant, hell yeah, appreciate you, dog. That's kind of the vibe we want.
Hit the flow.
Hopefully this guy isn't too crazy and weird.
Warriors cross swords beneath the gaze of the ancient gods.
This fight will be a pleasure.
I swear, I won't tear you apart.
I've been waiting on your big titty ass. That fucking whip sword bitch.
Hell yeah. We love big titties around here.
All characters, they fight differently actually with the weapons. Even if they all have the same, they actually fight differently.
That is not true. The people might fight different, but the character fights the same. But anyways, I don't know if you guys can still hear or see me, but I am dipping. Thanks for being around.
Can't weave that.